Margaretha Geertruida, better known as Matahari, refused a blindfold and reportedly even smiled at her executioners before she was shot by a firing squad outside Paris on October 15, 1917, at the age of 41. An exotic dancer and a convicted spy, Matahari has since become a symbol of the femme fatale archetype and one of history's most famous spies. Her life has inspired various forms of art, including films, musicals, a ballet, and numerous books. Despite her reputation as a master spy, some argue that she was more of a gossip with a penchant for military men on both sides of the World War I front. Born in the Netherlands in 1876, Matahari was the daughter of a once wealthy hat merchant who went bankrupt. At 18, she married an officer in the Dutch colonial army, and they moved to Indonesia, then the Dutch East Indies. The marriage was tumultuous, marred by infidelity and physical abuse, and they had 2 children, one of whom died shortly after birth. Returning to Europe in 1902, the couple separated and eventually divorced. In Paris, Matahari reinvented herself as a striptease dancer, claiming to have exotic Far Eastern roots and adopting the stage name Matahari, meaning Eye of the Dawn in Malay. From 1905, she mesmerized audiences across Europe for about a decade, until younger, more athletic dancers began to overshadow her. However, her charm, multilingual abilities, and allure enabled her to thrive as a courtesan, enticing wealthy and influential men from various countries, including high-ranking officials. As her native Netherlands remained neutral during World War I, Matahari could travel with relatively little scrutiny, but her movements and lifestyle soon raised suspicions. In peacetime, her behavior might have been condemned morally, but in wartime, it sparked espionage allegations. One of her lovers was Major Arnold Calais, a German military attaché, who may have grown wary of her. To rid himself of her, he sent a coded message to Germany, knowing that the French had already cracked the code, thereby exposing her as a spy. Matahari was arrested in a luxury hotel in Paris in February 1917, and her trial took place behind closed doors 5 months later. The prosecution accused her of causing the deaths of 50,000 French soldiers, though they provided no clear evidence or specifics to support this claim. While Matahari had affairs with men from multiple sides, there was no proof that she passed any valuable military information to anyone. However, by 1917, the French military was weary from the war, morale was low, and some units were mutinous. Allies, especially the French, needed a scapegoat, a symbol to punish, and Matahari, an immoral foreigner with a seductive allure, fit the bill perfectly. On July 25, 1917, she was found guilty of espionage by the French military government. The Dutch government, her homeland, did little to intervene, and after months of harsh imprisonment, she was executed. Rumours of her escaping execution with blanks fired by the French squad were false. In reality, after her death, her body was sent to the University of Paris Medical School for dissection, and despite the allure she once held, no one claimed her remains. Matahari came to symbolize the perceived danger of women, seductive and treacherous beneath a facade of patriotism or self-sacrifice. Whether or not her actual espionage activities were significant, she became the archetypal female spy, embodying mystery, seduction, and deceit. Her story was further immortalized in popular culture through portrayals by stars like Greta Garbo, cementing her place in history as the ultimate femme fatale.